What's going on? I'm not gonna lie to you. I am here today, unprepared, unscripted, and whatever you fill in the blank. I'm ready though, because I want to talk to you today about the concept of fear. I spoke to many all week long, and this topic kept coming back. I'm afraid I won't succeed. I'm afraid I won't do this. I'm afraid I won't do that. So I'm going to talk to you about how fear is not real, and I'm going to literally debunk it and use real situations, real results, and prove to you that whatever you're afraid of is the reason why you need to go through that door. Ali Midawi here, your global master trainer with the Young Entrepreneur Project. And today on this Yab Daily, I want to give you the best that I can give you to make sure that you fire up your engines, because as entrepreneurs, we work harder on the weekend than we do all week long. So welcome. Hello, Talia, the rock star herself, Florida. What's going on, Gabriella from Vancouver? Hey, Melvin, my friend. What's going on? Cindy, good morning. Glad to see you in here. Hello, Julie. What's up? Whenever I say Julie, I want to sing that song, Jolene, but Julie's good too, right? Hey, Loretta, Virginia is in the house without a doubt. All right. I love each and every one of you. Feel free to start a watch party. Hit that share button. Definitely tag a friend who needs to hear this message. Fear is the number one cause for people not living out their dreams, not achieving all the greatness that is awaiting them. Fear is that emotion that creates the sense that you're not getting anything done, but in reality, it's you who are creating the brakes that are not allowing you to move forward. What I mean is that date that you really wanted to have, you were afraid that you were going to get rejected, that you didn't even ask that person out. And that person thought you weren't interested. So you killed all possibilities just because you were afraid that you're going to get rejected. That job you dreamt of having, you really wanted to have, you were afraid, well, maybe I won't get it, or maybe my resume is not good enough, or maybe I won't do good in the interview, maybe I won't do good and they'll fire me. That fear left you to live out or work in a job that you might not like or not have at all versus what you could have been doing. Fear stopped your talent from living out your core values. You could have been a singer, an actor, a magician, but you were afraid that you were going to get ridiculed, laughed at, and not entertained enough, that the world is going to say, you are horrible. See, fear is the same exact energy, the same exact endorphins as excitement. But we as people focus on the bad. We never focus on the good. We focus on what is not possible versus what could happen. We focus on the lack versus the abundance. We focus on the impossible stories that we're telling our heads instead of the miracles that are happening in front of us every single day. Why am I telling you this? I've been in the business community for 14 long years, and it is a long time. And every single time I was afraid of something to work out, and I had just enough, and I was blessed enough to have enough accountability partners and enough mentors who pushed me. Now, they didn't say you could do it. They literally pushed me in the deep end of the water, right? Like just dropped me. And I not only took over my fear, but I achieved everything that I wanted up to this point, and I only have done literally less than 10% of what my potential is fulfilled with. Again, I speak to you because it's important. I speak to you because I want you to understand you might be afraid of talking to people about your business. You're killing your own business because you're not talking to them. It's just like that date. Maybe they're going to say no. Maybe they're not interested. Maybe they don't want to do this. Maybe they don't want to do that. That is the main reason why that business is not going to grow. You may be telling yourself, I'm afraid of public speaking, while you have a powerful story that the world needs to hear. And because of that, you're maintaining and containing that I'm shy excuse. I'm afraid to speak in front of people, while you are the reason someone out there could live out a better life. I wasn't born into money. I wasn't even born in the United States. This language that you're hearing right now is not my native language. I learned it about 17, 18 years ago. I said me no English 17 years ago. I was living in a third world country where people like myself wouldn't have an opportunity to sit as a global master trainer of a company that is going public. It doesn't happen. Was I afraid when I was receiving the phone call? You bet I was definitely afraid. What if I don't do good enough? What if I disappoint? What if I don't deliver? Yes, those emotions were there. But you know, when you get that fear speaking to you, that's your greatness inside, deep rooted inside, telling you, let me out, dude. But you're translating it into, I don't know, anxiety. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't think it's going to happen. It is that very same emotion that's giving you the signal. See, when the check engine light goes on, it's not because, your car is going to die. That's the car letting you know, I'm about to survive for a very long time if you literally target this one issue that I'm telling you right now. When the gas light is going empty, it is not, I won't make it. No, it's the car telling you, hey, we can make it if you stop right now and refill. So instead of ignoring the signals that are in front of you through that emotion that you call fear, it's actually your greatest inner potential telling you, you need to do this. You must go forward with it. Now, it isn't easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. It isn't. It'll never be easy. But easy has never made anything extraordinary. Tell me one visionary, extraordinaire speaker, trainer, innovator, business creator, category creator that has done something incredible by doing it the easy way. Elon Musk, if you missed it just yesterday, they had the rocket that hovered back, set, and exploded into pieces, billions of dollars. Guess what? Do you think he said, well, I guess it ain't gonna work. I just got embarrassed in front of the whole world that they just watched this live stream? No. All right. We failed. Let's study what went wrong and let's move forward. You are going to fail first before you win. It is part of the equation. Just like your marriage. You failed in multiple dates and you had many issues in that relationship before you said, I'm going to ask this person to marry me, or before you said, I do want to spend the remainder of my life with you. In your business, you must, it's not you will, it's not you could, it's not there's a possibility. You must fail before you succeed. So I share this with you. So when the, what if I'm going to fail emotion, that fear? No, it's part of the party, dude. That's the appetizer to the main meal. So don't get into your own negative emotions and creating more fear-driven lack of behavior just because you are afraid of making a phone call. You are afraid of sending a text message. I'm afraid of doing Facebook Lives. Dude, you're talking to a cell phone. Like literally, you know that, right? Like right now, you know, I'm looking at a camera by myself. Now, there are different techniques and strategies that you can implement every single day in order to overcome. Here's what I do. I distract. When I'm nervous, when I'm afraid, by the way, it happens every now and then. Those are, you know, the check engine lights that will go off in my dashboard, in my brain. I distract myself. Humor. I distract myself. Education, empowerment, motivation. I distract myself from what could be a negative emotion, and I say, I have 75 trillion cells in my body, and they're listening to this one negative emotion, and that one negative emotion is like a magnet pulling all of those 75 trillion cells that are moving my body as we speak and saying, sit back and do nothing, because they're listening to the fear. So I distract my whole body, my whole mindset, my whole who I am as a person with something positive, with something inspirational, with a business partner, with an accountability partner, with someone else's story. Having someone by your side that is going where you want to go is the best route for you to overcome anything. Because we need someone influencer in our lives. And it may be your wife, it may be your husband. For me, it's definitely my wife is my MO, is my go-to. That's how I'm on the right track. My wife is my number one. I make sure that by any means necessary, she and I are on the same path. And, like, she influences a whole lot of what I do, as I would assume that I do the same for her. Then I have my business mentors. They influence the way I think. They influence the way I do things. When I'm down, they pick me up. But when I'm high up, they hold me accountable. You need to do it better. I was actually listening to an audiobook this morning that inspired me, that the speaker and I, it was talking about the mindset of individuals that go all out. Do you think I sit before you in the position that I am because I was lucky, or my hair looks good, which, by the way, it actually does look good. Don't you think today it's like every curl is sitting right where it belongs? No, it wasn't because of that. It was because I worked my tail off, because of aid to faint. Because when you're asleep, I'm literally still sending emails and messages and rectifying things. When I'm in a plane, I'm not listening and playing, video games on my phone. I'm actually working on my computer and creating presentations. I'm putting my brain into work to the greatest possible potential that I can have. And I study and I study. I gave up on TV 4 years ago, almost 5 now. Gave up on it. I don't watch none of that stuff. I got Netflix. I got Hulu with the family and the kids. But I don't waste my brain on things that are going to embed fear. And here is why. If you watch the news, you're embedding fears through your mindset. Your mind operates at an 80% subconscious, that means autopilot, whether you like it or not. So if you're seeing gas prices are getting expensive, guess what your brain, oh my God, things are going bad. Unemployment is getting high. Things are getting bad. And then your decision making, remember, your 75 trillion cells inside your body are listening and are being attracted to those magnets that you're embedding through your whole body. Things are bad. Pandemic is bad. People are dying. Everything is horrible. Gas prices are expensive. Politicians are not talking. We're all going to die. Everything is going to go wrong. And then you start operating on scarcity. You're afraid. You're hiding. You think everybody is a scam artist. You think every opportunity is bad. You think everyone that you're talking to you is going to try to hurt you. Folks, I come from pain. I grew up in it. You'll write your best novel of trauma. I've been there, done that. Physically, emotionally, sexually abused by the age of 5 years old. I was homeless. Lived in the streets for a little while. I've gone through it. I've experienced hatred. I experienced just self-inflicted hatred until the age of 19 years old. I thought that every single individual that was around me at any time around the world wanted to hurt me, wanted to beat me up, wanted to take advantage of me. I had the brain that was telling me, if your own parent couldn't protect you and love you enough, what makes you think every stranger out there does? I used to sabotage my own relationship with my beautiful wife. And guess what I did? Oh, you two are going to leave me just like everybody else before you in my blood family has done. So that self-inflicted hatred, that was my own fear that I'm going to get hurt again by someone. And I killed every opportunity of greatness that was coming my way until I forgave myself. I forgave myself any opportunity you were with in the past that they failed you, that it didn't work out. It isn't your fault. So you got to forgive yourself and stop saying, well, the last opportunity didn't work out and I brought some people on with me. I'm afraid the same thing is going to happen. No, that's like saying my ex hurt me, so I think you, the new date, are going to hurt me too. And you're inflicting that negative energy into that person. Not fair to you, not fair to them. Forgive yourself. The idea of forgiving is you take a pain and you forgive it away. So forgive the pain away. Let it go. Let it go. Here I am. Is that how the Frozen song goes? See, I distract. So it's extremely important for you to forgive any pain that was before, any circumstance. Forgive yourself first. You can never forgive anybody unless you forgive yourself. Even if you were the victim of something that has happened to you, no matter how bad it was, you have to forgive yourself because, we allow our negative energy to be poured onto others. This is why we get mad at people. But we tend to maintain that self-inflicted hatred. I deserve to be hurt. I'm not good enough. That's why they hurt me. I'm the worst person. I'm not good at math. That's why everybody thinks I'm stupid. I'm not good at writing. That's why everybody thinks I don't have what it takes. Like, you inflict that self. So you got to forgive yourself. You got to love you first before anybody will. You got to respect you first before anybody will. You got to know that you are the best thing that's ever happened to you. I love me. I am the sexiest piece of meat that's ever walked this earth. Can't believe I said that out loud. So forgive yourself and allow yourself to go into greatness. Your signs of potential, aka fear, that's your sign that I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to move forward. I'm supposed to go in a plane and jump from 50,000 miles with a parachute and scream my lungs out and say, this is the best blissful thing that's ever happened to me. Because every experience that you've experienced in this earth that has been amazing, that has been electrifying, that has been great, whether it's from relationships, whether financial success, whether health, it was scary at first. It was terrifying at first. So pick up that phone today. Text that person that you are afraid to talk to. Reach out to that person that you think they don't see value in you. Lift your head up. Go live. Share your story. Not the marketing, my reason why is. Your real story. The genuine, true self, who you are. Let the world know how amazing you are. Because I genuinely believe we're all cousins. And I love each and every one of you, because if we're all cousins in this family, if we're all one big human family, I believe that you are the greatest person that has ever walked this earth. I don't think my family members live on mediocrity. I don't think my family members have a poor mindset. I don't think my family has a mediocre way of thinking of themselves. I think my family are descendants of royalty, and on this earth we're all cousins. So that means you. I'm talking to you. So take that shield, take that armor, and be strong. Speak to people. Empower yourself. Get an accountability partner. Focus on what matters. Any negative emotion is not only not real, but it is temporary. So you can control it by distracting yourself. Just distract yourself. It's not easy, but it's also not as hard. Like, play something fun. Watch a video of a baby, not a crying baby, a very happy, cute baby. And watch the magic happen for yourself. So I appreciate you that you allowed me to speak to you from the heart, because this week, again, one of my superpowers is I can take those negative limited beliefs that people have and embody them. And in exchange, I'll give you the positive, the happy, right? But this week, I found myself receiving so many, I'm afraid, I'm scared, what if it doesn't happen, from many incredible individuals, whether they were starting, whether they are superstars. But I thought, even up to yesterday, that I've received this very same conversation from two different people. I'm like, man, maybe this is time to have this conversation. Fear is not real. Fear is made up by your own imaginations based on what you have not had in the past or what you wish and or desire. You need to forgive, you need to love, and you need to maintain with an accountability partner and somebody that absolutely will lead you to that promised land. And I pray to God that my message to hit home with you today. I appreciate you and I thank you. And until next time, this has been Yup Daily. Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao, bye-bye.